Sandy from Balloon Utopia and Market with Balloons. And today we are going to be making a seaweed island. Now this is a really fun thing that you can either make tall or short, and you can just kind of drop it all over the place for your under the sea theme, your tropical theme, your luau theme, whatever your theme is that requires seaweed. So to start with, we're going to use some of my favorite balloons, and that is the agate balloons. They're like kind of tie-dyed. I love these so much. I mean, every time I see them, it just makes me happy. And so, as always, if I can get that out, what we're going to do is, our basic building blocks is that we use duplets, which is 2 balloons tied together, and we take 2 sets of duplets and twist them together for a quad. Okay, and now we're going to take 2 quads and twist those 2 quads together so we kind of make a ball. Now, this is kind of like a full body affair here to get these all twisted together. And then we're going to kind of arrange it so that we have this kind of stripy, this kind of spirally pattern. Now, the reason that we just twisted them all together instead of, there we go, the reason that we twisted them all together instead of stacking them the way that we might normally is because we want this little pocket right there in this inside, okay? And the reason that we want this pocket is because our water weight, and I have videos on my channel showing you how to make the water weight, so our water weight is just going to snug right up in there and be kind of invisible. It's going to get right there in that pocket. So that's the reason that we want to twist them together instead of just stacking them. Stay. Okay, good weight. All right, so let's just put that right there, and let's turn to our 260s. Now, because this is kind of a free-form kind of thing, you know, there's no rules, it's not a set number, it's whatever you feel looks right. I like to use some different colors so we get some depth, and it looks a little bit different. So in this case, I'm going to make some tall seaweed. So I'm going to use some dark green as my base color, my depth color, and I'm just going to tie them into some duplets here. And I think for this one I'm just going to use 8 balloons. We'll see how it looks, and then we can always add to it. So I've got 2 dark green, 2 lime green, and 1 Caribbean blue set. And we're just going to twist them all together, just like that, okay? And now I'm going to take my weight, and I'm going to attach my weight from the very top of it to my cluster of balloons here, so that it's kind of dropping down and I've still got some stretch on it. So you see, all I'm doing is I'm taking this nozzle and I'm just wrapping it into this cluster of balloons here, just like that. Okay? And now I'm going to take my cluster and I'm going to stretch, hey, stay. Good balloon. Okay. All right, I'm going to stretch my weight, putting most of the pull on the neck above where it's tied. Okay, so even though this water weight is double stuffed, there's 2 balloons, so it's really not going to spring a leak. Still, we want to always be careful not to put a friction tear by putting stress on the part under where it's tied. We want all the stress to be above where it's tied. And I'm just going to kind of snug it in there and stretch it down and snug it into my quad. So you see it just kind of snugs right in there, just like that. Okay? And now I'm going to take this and just kind of play with the way that these are arranged. And I might just give them like a little bit of crimping, just kind of give them a little bit of shape, a little bit of free form. So I'm just kind of, you know, just kind of putting a little bit of pressure on it. I don't want to shape it too much. I want it to be kind of natural and a little bit, you know, a little bit flowy. It's supposed to be like moving in the water, right? So, you know, basically when I do it, you know, I would kind of look at it and go, you know, I think it needs a little bit more depth. Maybe I'm going to put in 1 more set of the dark green to give it a little bit more of the deeper tones or whatever. And especially if I have a whole bunch of them, maybe lining a walkway or something like that, then I'm going to want to have tall and short. I'm going to show you a short one in just a second. And I'm going to want to have different tones, different color tones in them so that they're not all exactly the same. Even you can put some of the pink in it to kind of be like a piece of coral or something like that. There. Oh yeah, that I like better. The main idea is just have fun with it. I mean, you know, this is kind of an abstract type of piece. So here we have our tall one, And if you just excuse me while I go off camera for a second, I made a short one as well. And then, you know, what's really fun is to hide some little fish in there. And I have a video on my channel that also shows how to make the fish. And so there you go. You got like a whole little seaweed island, a little seascape there. Let's see if we can't balance it. And if you are going to put the fish in there, you'll want to stick it in using some glue dots or sticky tabs to make sure that it stays stable. Yeah, so there we go. Cute little seaweed island scene. And if you like this, make sure that you hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Tell me what else do you want to see. I am putting out a video every single Saturday. Okay, sometimes I release them on Friday. But every Saturday there'll be a new video. And if I know what you guys want, then I'll try to make sure to add that to my list so that the next time that I'm in studio doing a shoot, we'll use yours and I'll call you out. You know, if you made the suggestion, I'll totally give you kudos for it. So communicate with me, you know. I love hearing from you guys. So let me know what else you want to see. And of course, don't forget to pick up my books on Amazon, the DIY Balloon Bible for All Seasons, the DIY Balloon Hat Bible, and this one is in the brand new, coming soon, the DIY Balloon Birthday Bible. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.